JAMB result is out, and as usual, after every exam, there are different reactions. Why some are celebrating, some are sad. But there's one thing I want to tell you. It's not the end of the road. If you're part of the people that are not celebrating, maybe because of your result, maybe because you feel disappointed, I want to let you know that everything is going to be fine. If you need to take your time off social media, because I've seen a lot of backlash there, and you need to take some time off to chill, you can. But after that, come back and fight stronger. Well, I'm here to bring you good news and bad news for people that would not pay attention. Writing JAMB and passing JAMB or not doing well is not the only thing. You can write JAMB and then you get a very high score, even up to 300 and above, and still not gain admission if you don't have the right information. And you can get something as low as 160, 170, 180, and still gain admission even in first list. It's possible. That is the power of information, and that is why we are here, studentship, to bring you that information. I remember when I wrote JAMB, I had a very good score. And I wrote Post-UTME, I had a very wonderful score, and I was expecting admission. My score was a merit list score, truth be told. But unfortunately, first list came out, I was not there. Second list, felt like a joke. My name was missing. Third list, I was still not there. And I didn't know I wasn't having the right information. I did not know that there were things I should have thought about. Well, and that's why we're here. So relax, take a chill pill, drink some cold water, and listen to me. After writing JAMB, or before writing JAMB, you're supposed to think about three major things: your school of study and your course of study, and then your JAMB score. And when you see your JAMB score now, the first thing is you think, what can this score bring? What can this score give me? Even the Bible says, which man thinks about building a house without sitting down first to plan? When you see your score, the first thing you do is plan. If you feel like crying, like I said earlier, you can cry. Some people planned to smash 300 and they ended up getting 190. You can sit down and cry, because I know you must have burned midnight candles, you must have gone to tutorials, you must have spent a lot of money. But then crying will not solve anything. Action is needed. So when you see your score, first thing you should think about is, what can this score bring? What can I achieve with this score? Which school will help me? From last year, they reduced the JAMB cutoff mark for universities to 160, for polytechnics to 140, College of Education 120. That should be the first thing you go to. But that 160 is also a trap, you know. There are some schools that will never accept you with 160. Schools like University of Nigeria, University of Lagos, University of Benin, UI, that's in Ibadan, Unilorin. Those schools will not accept you with 160. So you take those ones off first. The major aim is to gain admission. When you come out, you're going to have your certificate, and those people will have their certificate. So what you do is, you check your score. What can it bring? Competitive courses. What course are you going for? You cannot have a 180 and you're telling me you want to do medicine and surgery in UNN. It's a joke already. You need to think about what your score is going to bring to the table. What school? First, you think about the competitiveness of the school and the competitiveness of your course. When I chose a school, I chose a very competitive school with a competitive score. And then my score was a merit score, obviously, but it was not enough, because I was going for things that were highly searched for. In economics, just like the law of supply says, it says the higher the rate of supply, the higher the price. So when consumers want more and the suppliers see that this goods is highly sourced for, they increase the price. That is why you see some brands, they know that people would buy them no matter their price. They just keep going up. So these schools know that no matter what, they will always have students that will come to them for these courses. So they just take the cutoff mark so high. And then you with your 180 is trying to go for that course. And then you believe a miracle will help you to get a course of over 300 as cut-off mark. You're begging God for a miracle. I know God can do miracle, but the score you need more is like 360 something. How sure are you that you're going to get it in Post-UTME? So, first, your JAMB score, school, your course of study. 3, the school of study. Your JAMB score, what can it offer you? 2, what course am I going for? If you wanted to do medicine before, and then your JAMB score is not very pleasing, and you don't mind, it's not the do or die affair, people. You can go for any medical related course. You can go for psychology. And then from psychology, you can decide to even do change of course later on. You can decide to even use it as a pre-medical certificate to further outside the country for medicine. Yeah, it's possible. So you can go for a course less competitive along the same line. It will help you. Then you look at the school you're going for. With your 180, you have a very slim chance of entering schools like UNIBEN, UNN, UI, Unilorin, Unilag. But you have high chance of getting admission to FUNAI, to Federal University of Otueke, to FUNAB, to FONYE. You have a very high tendency of gaining the admission. So why don't you just go to JAMB, do your change of course and your change of school, and then just continue. At the end of everything, after your Post-UTME, despite the poor results, you just find yourself on merit list and you carry your bag and you leave the house. After you've settled that one, you need to know about your screening, your Post-UTME. You need to know what kind of Post-UTME the school you've chosen is offering. Some schools do the same course you do in your JAMB. They offer the same courses like for Post-UTME. If you're going to school like UNN will still repeat the same courses you did in your JAMB. So you know how you start preparing. If you're going for school like Unilag do maths, English, and general paper. So it's not even enough to just pick a school. You need to know, and you need to know the kind of screening. Some schools do online Post-UTME. Imagine you're not aware, and then you have a date for your Post-UTME and you don't even know it's online. And then that day you carry your bag and you go to the school, only to realize it's online. How would you even start? Where would you start from? To be a story of what you're looking for in Sokoto, you went to Sokoto to look for it. So you need to know if it's an online or a physical screening. And then some universities don't even have the strength to ask you to come to school. They just tell you, stay. They will do the screening for you. They use your O-level and your JAMB results. And then they bring out their list. And you need to be very abreast with information. That is why you should check on our Facebook page, Studentship. We give you premium information about schools and related information. So you need to be very close to information. You need to be abreast with information. You should be so informed that when you're sleeping and somebody touches you and mentions the school of your choice, you should be able to say things about it. And then when you know your Post-UTME, the kind of Post-UTME you're doing, you can now work towards it. Plan, and then make sure that your Post-UTME score too is not too low, so you don't reduce your chance of gaining admission. You would not want to get a low UTME score and a low Post-UTME score, or high UTME score and a low Post-UTME score. You need to balance it, because I'm sure that when you getting a high UTME score would encourage you to still go for your normal course and school, but to continue to be sure of entering, you need a high Post-UTME score, like I'm going to advise, so you don't plan, remove, change, and at the end of everything, you lost the admission. And then, I love Nigeria. I love my country for another thing. We have other alternatives. University is not the only tertiary institution in the country. We have polytechnic. Polytechnics are less competitive. We have College of Educations. We even have School of Nursing for those that want to do nursing. We have School of Midwifery. We have School of Sciences. So you can decide to go for all these alternative programs. We even have JUPEB for those that want to still go to university, but going through the JAMB part is being difficult. We have IJMB. We have pre-degree in universities. You just need to find out which one is your university offering. And then you also need to be informed. Imagine choosing a school and then you want to do IJMB, and then when you go there, you realize you can't even do IJMB in that school, because not all schools do IJMB. They might be doing JUPEB, they're not doing IJMB. Some schools are doing IJMB and JUPEB. So you need to know which one you're going for. And then if you feel all those roads are too difficult for you, you can just opt for polytechnics. Polytechnics are also very good. After your ND, you go for your HND. Some people are like, how would I further? I want to go far. I want to do this. You can still do your masters. After your HND, you just have 1 year of PGD and then you do your masters. Some people want to go outside the country. Yes, you can further outside the country. And then School of Nursing is also a very good program. Rather, you get the certificate of a registered nurse. You can use it to work. You just need to do some exams that people that have BS in nursing will also do, and then you go. And then when you go there, you go further. Like, these programs are good. It is just that university have more hypes and shorter routes, of course. But then if you feel this road is stressful, or you feel depressed, maybe this is not your first JAMB, and then you're tired of staying at home, you're tired of somebody always laughing at you, and you're depressed about the constant buying of JAMB form, why kill yourself? Just do an alternative program. After the alternative program, for those going for JUPEB and pre-degree, please make sure you read very hard. Make sure you pass, because when the university is thinking of admitting students, about 50% come from the JAMB part, then about 20 is from the pre-degree, IJMB, JUPEB, and the rest. So I hope you found all this information useful. I hope you find your peace, and I'm here to actually answer all your questions. Leave your questions below in the comment section and I would reply to every one of them. I wish you good luck and I hope you find your admission. I want to hear testimonies. I want to hear I got 160, but after this video I was able to make the right choice and now I'm going to school. Like, I want to celebrate you. Congratulations in advance.